you're going into grandmother's house, which is kind of like the main headquarters of the Red Helm crime family. They are just kind of generically crime family people. They're big into like bioengineering, so like mecha not so much, so they haven't really dealt with you, but they do like a lot of like splicing and engineering stuff. A lot of their personnel have been, they're traditional like security or like almost like lupine werewolf people at this point, stuff like that. And I guess we'll just go into the first room. So y'all get to decide how y'all approach this. There's no like timer or anything in this particular setup. But this is the bouncer, this hut-looking guy. He's essentially a frog prince, is the term you would know. He's the bouncer. There's kind of not any people around right now, but he's, security. And how do y'all want to do initiative? Anything?
Do the others. I just want to know one thing before we start.
Sure.
Are we corrupt?
No.
I'm asking the others. Are we corrupt?
No, my yolk is pure. The whites of my egg are as pure as snow.
There can always be one dirty cop though. It's perfectly fine.
The question is, are you the dirty cop?
We got a whole reverse Reservoir Dogs thing going.
Mm-hmm. But we'll see. Okay. How do you guys want to decide the initiative?
I'm fine with a D20.
Yeah, roll.
Roll d20s, and we'll order that.
Ooh,
nice.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I got 10 and 20.
13. Cool. So, Azaria, is that how it's pronounced? You want to be pronounced?
Yeah.
Azaria, how do you want to approach this? Do you kind of sneak in? What do you distract the guard? What do you want to do?
Our intent is to go in, and I assume, there's no harm in just entering the clouds just as anybody else, right? So I look at the others.
So, will we go in hidden? Or will we, take him out? You know how it goes.
We could just march right up and say hello.
I don't see why not. We will be invited to the party, won't we?
And yeah, I suppose I am going to walk in. I'm going to just walk to the front, and I'm going to, if I have anything that's too distinctive, I'm going to try to hide it, and I'm going to morph myself to look a bit more, perhaps, look like I have some type of clothes with my nanobots that are more party-like. Can I roll some deception or charisma?
So you have the prestige, so you can just roll charisma to make an illusion for that. Yes.
Perfect. So that's going to be what dice?
D20.
D20. Perfect. Yeah.
So no. You like walk up and it just does the nanobots are not cooperating for some reason.
Yeah.
I imagine you have some like insignia of law enforcement. Actually, so the
maybe
bouncer.
He recognizes me. Maybe I don't manage to change my face in time. Maybe he sees me as I start to change.
Yeah, he's just like, all right, and he calls security. So he's like, security.
The moment he starts to do that, can I just try to knock him out before he does that?
Sure.
Can I roll something to see if I get him before he manages to like call?
You would have to just roll an attack, so you can roll d20 plus your strength.
Can I use to create device to try to I know this is I'm gonna need to get a 12 plus. But can I use
Yep.
create device to try to stretch my hand and sort of create something around his mouth to restrain him?
Sure. So
Okay.
roll wisdom. It would be wisdom.
Okay, +2. Please work, please work. Okay, that's
Hey.
13.
Nice.
So it's
you
immediate.
Yeah, so you stop him from calling security this turn,
Okay.
and then okay, and then if you have anything, if you don't have anything else, it would be Berg's turn.
Hmm. Now, can't we all
I just
just?
screamed to him. Quick, restrain him!
Can't we squishies just get along? Look, you're squishy, I'm squishy. Can we just settle down? And I'm just gonna put a very large metallic hand on his shoulder
Okay.
and just be like, look, we just want to come in. Are you gonna let us come in?
You notice that he does not seem intimidated by that.
Not at
He's
all.
like, absolutely not.
Hmm.
He can't speak, but he's just not intimidated at all. So this guy is not a bureaucrat. This guy's like clearly like actually quite tough security. If that helps.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So if I don't deal with him right now, then he's gonna call security next turn, and
Correct.
we're gonna be in a bit of a pickle.
Yep.
All right. Then I see only one approach, and that is to punch him.
Okay, go ahead.
Nope.
Oh.
He is
In fact,
that's Frog Prince Squishy. He's just
yeah.
amphibians, man. I don't get him.
In fact, he like when you punch him, he like needs I mean, I imagine him like having legs. Just the art is a hut. He like kicks you in the stomach. And we're gonna roll a d20 for here. And this is the nat 1 effect.
Okay. Yeah, totally fine.
Woo! And then, so that's gonna be basic +2. Actually, just basic. I mean, it'll not do anything to you, and that's cool. So 4, but we discussed the bludgeoning thing, so
It's over the threshold.
It's over the threshold. Okay.
So the threshold is 5.
Yeah, the threshold is 5. He just rolled a 6. That deals.
Well, I took away the bonus. I was just sorry.
Okay. So
it is not over the threshold.
So it's not above. Just a 4. Got it. Okay.
Yes. Cool.
Okay.
And then that is Berg's turn.
Yep.
Real boy.
Real boy sees what's going on. He sticks to the shadows over by the sidewalk because he wants to look like he doesn't know the egg or the zill.
Okay.
Can I see through the doorway?
You can
into the club.
Yes.
Okay.
So what you would see is basically just party. There is, you can't see much, but you'll notice that there are like kind of like weird like hedge thorn like there's different like pillars of like hedges. That's all you can really see from that angle, I guess.
Can I cast Holy Bulwark from here on Berg?
Yes.
Well, that's very kind.
30-20.
Okay. So that's a heart of HP?
Correct.
Cool.
And how far is the pencil is near distance, is that correct?
The pencil is can't remember, but I generally do the pencil as a full far. So like, and it'll reshape to the map. So like a bigger map will be a smaller pencil.
Okay. And I will just sneak up just around the corner.
Okay. So it is my turn now. I take it.
Mm-hmm.
And then what we'll do is we're gonna see if the Frog Prince can break out of your the device you put on his mouth. Is that a hand? Is that like?
Yeah.
That a dog? Okay.
I used create device, so I sort of created something separate from myself, so that won't really deal me damage. But I imagine me sort of stretching my hand and right now creating these solid metal muffle thingy around his
Cool.
mouth.
Nice.
So we're gonna roll. He's gonna roll a strength check to escape.
Mhm.
He has to roll against the target. He has a +6. So we're gonna roll that. So he breaks 3. That is one of his actions. He has 2, and then I'm gonna need security, and I'm gonna roll a skull die. You don't know what happens on. Okay, skull. Good to know. And that is his turn.
So he called security?
He calls security. He rolled a skull. That's all you know right now.
So I saw him
can't be
breaking
good.
out of the thing.
Yeah, he broke out of the thing, and he called for security on on a device.
Mm-hmm.
Next turn, he will start attacking y'all.
Mm. All right. That brings
Okay. Back to the full round. Is it my turn?
Yep, it is your turn.
Okay. Okay. Can I do non-lethal damage?
Sure.
I'm absolutely okay if not. It's just asking, just in case.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with lethal damage in this particular case. I'm not honestly assuming you're taking everyone hostage unless you specify. So
I'm gonna try to use, since I'm right next to him, I think I'm gonna use Atom Bomb.
okay.
Yeah. Let me see. So I should roll plus wisdom, right?
Correct.
Or plus energy.
So for reference, the energy is only with other dice.
Okay.
So
So this is ultimate.
It would be plus wisdom, and then you would roll the d12 if you succeed, and that would be ultimate.
Okay,
What,
I forgot I
you're-
also have plus 2 ultimate, so I have plus wisdom and a plus ultimate.
Correct.
Okay, so that's plus 4.
You're casting Atom Palm?
Yeah.
Aren't we all in range?
Technically.
You would all be in range.
Yeah, but I can move. Don't worry, I'm gonna move.
Okay.
If I move
So I
behind him, can I cast it only on him?
So you
Oh.
move to like here.
If I move a bit, like if I move like half a pencil, right? Will only he be in range?
It's all near.
Yeah. I'm good with that because a pencil is far.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm good with that.
Okay. All right. In that case, it's gonna be plus 4. I'm gonna cast
So
Atom
it's plus
Palm.
2, because it's just wisdom, and then
Oh, it's just wisdom.
you add the effort bonuses to the dice to the damage.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I see.
Yep. +2 on the d20 for the wisdom bonus. You succeed, and then after you succeed, you roll the d10, the d12 plus the 2 for the ultimate.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay, that's gonna be 10, a total of 10.
That does not work because we are going off the target.
Oh, close.
So
Never
close
mind.
though.
Yep, quite close. And then, is that your turn?
Can I do something else?
You have done a roll and you have moved a bit, so no.
Okay,
I just
perfect.
and
Yeah,
then Bird.
I just move behind him, and you're gonna see me try to sort of shower a bit of nanobots around me, charged with energy, trying to electrocute him.
Nice.
But that just does not work. I don't have enough time to charge them up with energy.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so Bird.
Oh boy. Well, I'm going to try to punch him again because if I try the same thing twice in a row, it's going to be easy. So hopefully I can get past a 9.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to just get him again. This is with a +5. There it is. That's a 23.
Cool.
And then it is going to be max effort because I have power
Yep.
strike. And
How much is that?
that is going to be 11 points of damage.
Okay. Because you have +5.
Yep,
Is
plus
that
5 to my weapon.
+5 including the? Yes, it would be. Okay.
Yep.
+11, 9. And then is that your turn?
At that point, I'll probably like back up just a little bit, seeing that
Okay.
Aziria is charging up, and I'm aware that I'm a metal man. I don't want to get fried.
Yeah. All right. And then, real boy.
Real boy just peeps around the corner and he says, "Ah, Jiminy Cricket, we're off to another crappy start." And I put a charge in my memory ring.
Okay.
You can't.
So that's
You can't. You can't
So
make an
that's-
omelet without breaking a few eggs, real boy.
So essentially you add one. So you have one die to just spend at one point.
I have a 1 point bonus
Okay.
to spend. So far, I can accrue 5 additional ones, and I have to blow them all at once.
Gotcha. Cool. Thank you.
That's my turn.
And that is
I'm still out of range of the atom bomb at this point. Otherwise, I'd move back slightly, but otherwise,
gotcha. Then the okay. So we're gonna say since he is wounded, he's gonna retreat up, and we're gonna go to the next map.
Nice. Ah, damn it! I wanted to choke him and
Oh.
pretend to be him.
Oh, you might be able to charge it still. Get after him. Don't let him get away.
And then he rolled a skull on that, so we're gonna add a wolf. So security are the wolves. They're lupines. And then I'm just trying to do the map. The
Wait.
the leads like right here
Mhm.
are like scaffolds essentially. So like there's a ring of scaffolding up here around the map.
Mhm.
This is like like heavy security, and she's up in like a box
Mhm.
on the scaffold, so like she can move around the scaffolding as needed. And then these are also like inbuilt like security measures, but you don't know, you wouldn't know that yet. I'm just making sure you know. You probably know that to not touch the thorns.
I have an idea. Whose turn is it?
It is still my turn.
Yeah, he
Oh,
just
perfect.
moved.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna okay. So he retreated, and then he is going to roll a d4 plus 4 to heal.
Whew.
So that's 7.
That's a big healing.
15. And then he will. I'm gonna. Y'all can position. I mean, you're not here yet, but he's gonna shoot Azaria because that's probably the clearest shot he has. So that'll be +6 at Azaria, but he has to roll 14.
Are we visible, or were we behind like some sort of wall or something?
So it was kind of like in my head it's like there's some posts, but you're definitely like visible.
Okay, are we like semi-hidden? Like if I immediately when I see him run out of the way, can I be unseen?
You would not have a reaction in this case.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm just gonna need to hope that it doesn't.
It feels like you're definitely in sight. You are in sight. These two are not.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll move myself back there.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's a +6 shot at Azaria. So 13. That's a 13. So we're gonna roll gun effort. So that's a D8, and he has no bonus to this. So that's
Okay.
6 damage to Azaria.
Okay, 6. Ouch, that's
Yep.
gonna hurt quite a bit. A bit of my nanobots are just going to turn into mist and fly around.
Yep.
oh man,
And then it will be Azaria's turn now.
Okay, I'm going to. This is going to be a very long shot, a great long shot. I'm going to try to use nanotech to roll charisma and create a realistic illusion. Okay, can I disguise myself as him?
As the Frog
Say-
Prince?
Yeah, and then try to say something to deceive the wolves. To like get their attention and deceive them. If I succeed.
I'll let
Right.
you roll that.
Okay.
It's going to be hard. So it's
Okay,
going to be
well-
18. That means it's an 18 or more that you have to beat.
So can I do them separately? Can I, or do I need to do them in the same thing?
What do you mean?
Like first, I want to try to look like him,
Okay.
using nanotech for realistic illusions,
I
and
will
then
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will let you do it as one roll.
okay,
Yeah.
and I add my charisma.
You
Yeah,
do.
+2, and that's a d20.
Correct.
Yeah, this is going to be very, very hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's all right.
you get
16
roll.
will do it. Oh,
Ooh, just one off.
Oh.
Yep.
so close.
Damn it.
So you walk in, you try to get it to work. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm still gonna say the thing, even if I don't fully look like him.
Okay.
Maybe I just like part way look like him, like just halfway transformed. I'm just gonna be like really dumb, but hey, I'm sort of panicking. I'm just gonna like pretend. I'm just gonna try to use his own voice and say, "Yo, he's that Syria guy. He tried to make me look like him. He's disguised." Sort of to confuse them for just a moment, even to try to get us some time while they
So-
hesitate.
It clearly does not work.
Yeah.
You would
I knew
notice-
it would work.
You would notice the this like sniper up there gets starts aiming a shot.
Yeah.
The wolves are kind of like the wolves are confused for a bit, but then they notice their boss, they're the chief of security,
Damn it.
aiming a shot, and then it is Berg's turn.
Oh, I look to the real boy. Oh, man. If you'd excuse me, I have to go help. I have to go
Totally.
help
It's
that
time
guy.
to get this party started.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna just run in, and I want to stand in front of my Zill friend here.
That you win thanks as you go. Try
And
to
then
recover.
is the Frog Prince in reach of me, or
I would say yes.
okay?
You couldn't move that, so
Okay, I want to try to grab him and like grapple with him and kind of make him a little bit of a like barrier between us, the wolves, and that head security
Okay.
lady. Just kind of like big bear hug.
yeah. So we'll say that we can roll opposed strength checks
Okay,
if that's good with you.
yeah, that's fine.
If you win, you can prevent him from move, take one of his actions away, and I mean if he breaks 3 even,
Mhm.
and he'll take some damage from attacks against you.
Okay.
So we're gonna roll. He has a +6. You have a +5,
Yep.
I believe.
Yep.
So I'll roll first to tell you what you need to beat. So
Okay.
+6. So you have to beat 5.
So I have to get a nat 20.
Yes.
All right. I can do this.
No,
Missed
you
a
cannot.
0. Missed a 0.
Yeah, I imagine this as you punch and like try to grab. He like almost like throws you down to the floor, and but you have bludgeoning immunity, so you're fine.
Okay.
You're not like prone or anything, but it's like he almost like judo throws you.
That's okay. It's okay.
And then that is your turn, real boy.
I'm going to put a charge in my ring.
Okay.
Ah.
2, 3.
And I am going to try to come into the scene and cross the doorway so I'm on this side of it.
Okay.
Trying to stay out of the sniper lady's line of sight. The wolves can see me, but they may not know that I'm immediately in with these fighting fellows.
Okay. Works for me.
That's my turn. Thank you.
Cool. And then it is my turn. I'm gonna do in order. So the Frog Prince will back up a bit and shoot Berg. That'll be a +6. No. And then thinking.
You find this
Then
egg is
it
hard
is-
to beat.
Well, I guess he does have 2 attacks, so he's going to do another attack. And that will hit. So that's gun damage, but you have the bulwark, so you're good. At least, kind of.
Yeah,
So it's 5 damage.
Okay. I'm sorry. Ignore that.
You're good. And then it is the wolves. So this is what I call a skull die horde. For each wolf, I roll a skull die. They make more on a skull, or more pile in on a skull. So 1, 2. So 1, 1, 2.
And you're rolling twice for each wolf.
No, I'm rolling once for each wolf. I'm just
once for
grouping them
each.
in 2.
Got it, okay.
So these 2 will not act this turn.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to kind of spread out and make sure no one else gets to...
They're still at like double
They're
far
still quite-
distance, right?
They're still quite far, yes.
Okay.
Here. So
This is
these
a big
2
map.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I might have overestimated how big it was, so I might adjust a bit.
It's all good.
Yeah, I think that's more reasonable. And then wolves. I'm just making sure I'm good with everything. Helm will. What does she have line of sight on? She has basically no line of sight because of the thorns. And then you're good. And then that is the turn. Azeria's turn.
I can only do 1 action per turn, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna look at Berg and I'm gonna say, let's start going forward. Let's blast them up, light a spark on the situation, and then I'm going to should I cast regeneration myself or him? I'm actually gonna do it on me because I think it's gonna be better if I'm able to cast it on him afterwards if I don't die. But
So
at
we're
the
doing
same time, he
regeneration?
is defending me. Yeah, I'm gonna cast regeneration. I don't know if on me or in him.
Gotcha.
I think it's gonna be better on me. Yeah, sorry.
all good.
And then next turn, I'm gonna cast it on him. Yeah, I'm gonna cast regeneration.
For reference, Berg does only have 1 HP, like, total. So.
Oh, I thought he had 5.
I have
So
5
it's 5.
temporary
He has
from his
5
spell.
temporary that I cast on top
Oh.
of his 1, but he is fragile.
And I'm full
That's
health
going
right
to
now.
fade. That's going. Okay, that's going to fade,
You're
right?
full health.
I am full health right now.
Okay. So wait, real boy, who's fragile?
So real boy is right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Berg is
I'm
here.
Yep.
And who had 1 point of HP?
That's me. That's the egg
That is
Berg.
Berg.
Yeah, the big Verg. Okay, I'm gonna cast regeneration on him instead.
Well, so
Nice.
cast it on yourself because if you regenerate me, like I'm never going up higher than 1.
Oh, I see. I understood now. I
Yeah, yeah.
understood. So you have a different type of HP. Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah,
cast
yeah.
it on myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wisdom.
I roll wisdom, d20 plus wisdom, plus 2.
Yep.
And
Come on.
so the ultimate effort, yeah, does not apply here because that effect then gives me d8 for next 4 turns. Okay, plus 2, and that's going to be 18.
Yes.
Nice.
And then I'll let you keep track of that one.
Mhm.
And then
Do I
that's
roll
your
the d8
turn.
in this turn too?
No.
Starting next
Okay,
round.
on the next one.
It begins the next round, but you can pull out a D4 over here on the dice, just drag it out, and then it can be a timer for you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
So you
sure.
can do what you want.
I'm going to also move a bit. I'm trying to move like right behind him, sort of occupy the same space. You're going to notice that I suddenly start to become more dense. The parts of me that were sort of half-assed and half transformed to him start to coalesce. And I seem to become more dense, and there's a sudden influx of more nanobots with a charge of energy. I sort of bend and stick right behind you. You realize that I'm just about to do something.
Nice.
Next turn.
So Berg.
All right. Well, he is a tough egg to crack, but I think I can take care of them with a quick ion egg. So
Okay.
I'm going to toss an ion grenade just right here in the center, and I'm hoping to at least connect with the two guards closest
I'd
to
say
him.
they
on either side.
both hit the two closest and the frog
Yep,
friends.
that's the goal. Yep.
Cool.
Okay, and I just want it to go off on impact. So, do you want me to roll Dex to make sure my aim is true, or?
Let's say let me decide that. I'd say yes.
Okay.
So you're gonna need to roll that, yeah.
Excellent.
Oh,
That's a
good.
flat 16.
Nice.
So
So you
just
roll ultimate effort on them.
yep, and I just want to go there, and I do have a power strike. So
Okay.
it was
Well, that work.
that was a 15 plus.
Yep.
So it's just max effort, which would give me a 13 points of damage.
That kills the two wolves.
Excellent.
This is back down to 4. I didn't change it, but so the wolf count is back down to 4. This guy goes down. You said how much damage? 13.
13.
He's at 3 hit points,
Ooh.
and then it is Real Boy's turn.
I'm gonna try to cast quickness on myself.
Okay.
That's not quick at all. Jiminy
Nope.
Cricket. That's my turn.
Okay. And then it is the GM turn. This guy shifts over a bit, gets out of the way. He's gonna take 1 action to heal. 44 plus 4, so he gains 8 HP back.
Killer.
And then the wolves will move. Kind of doing a sweep. Here. Here. Wolves have no actions, but then they have the skull dice. So 1, 2. It's taking a bit.
It's all
I think I
good.
rolled. I think my internet's been a little weird. Oh, there it goes.
Oh my god!
Oh.
So it
No
does
way.
not have 8,
Mhm.
but security is pouring in.
Look, we just dropped a grenade on this place, so it makes total sense.
Yeah.
But wow.
Yeah.
We're lucky.
We gotta get.
We went in guns blazing.
Well, this little egg is gonna become a little chicken soon enough.
Listen, I can take care of your shell, but we should get out of here. I'm not liking where the winds are blowing here.
No, we need to get the shell out of here.
Just making sure my internet is as focused as it can be. I still have 1 more wolf. Hope.
Honestly, the no copyright dubstep on the background is really setting the mood.
Well, it's 8 wolves. The frog prince still
my
has
god.
normalized, but he
We're
can't.
gonna get Ross's beaten.
So that's just making sure. That's gonna attack because the frog prince is gonna attack Aziria. +6.
Ugh.
That's another D8. 6 damage.
I'm down. Wait, I still have the regeneration active, so I'm gonna come up the next turn.
Mhm.
Yeah, you'll come up the next turn.
Yeah.
Yep. And
my
then
turn.
the sniper still can't quite see. But she is gonna move around a bit to
Okay.
here to see angles. And then it is Aziria's turn. So you're gonna gain a D4, a D8 of health.
Yeah. You're just
And
going to
then-
see the 6, perfect. You're just going to see Assyria as he's as his attack just sort of disintegrating to this puff of metal dust. And then just at that moment there's this spark of energy just pulling everything magnetically together
Nice.
and this surge of nanobots. And that should bring me back to 6. Yeah.
And then you
Uh,
do have a turn.
Hmm?
That wasn't just that. You
yeah,
do
that
have a
was
turn.
passive. Perfect. So I'm just gonna look quite pissed. Um,
No doubt.
yeah, and I'm gonna say, uh, "Oh, it's on!" And can I create that sort of barrier to give us cover with Create Device?
Sure. Roll wisdom, and we'll see how that goes.
Okay, I just want to protect us. Oh, sorry. Here at the front, so they need to come from the sides.
Okay.
Let me see. Wisdom. Sorry, I lost the tab. 20
So
plus
it's
2.
+2. So
Oh,
that does not
man.
work. So
No,
that doesn't work, sadly. And
yeah,
then
so it's going to be completed in one round, right?
Yep, next
no,
round.
because you won't even succeed.
Well, so on create device, if the fail,
Oh,
it
is it different?
Yeah,
Okay.
it says that it's created immediately on 12 plus. Otherwise, it's completed in one round.
Yeah, so it'll be created in one round then. I must have misread that. Okay.
Oh, you're good.
No worries.
All right.
Okay,
Sure.
that's good. And then I am going to move behind this plant here to take a bit more cover.
Okay.
And while I just going to sort of decompose a bit as I take elongated steps, cartoonishly, my limbs sort of stretching, and I'm going to just give a double thumbs up to the both of my, my friends with a terrified expression and a big smile.
Okay. Cool.
As you see, some nanos start to building up a wall in front of Berg.
Got it. And then Berg's turn. So you can see the wolves that are kind of doing the sweep. These two. So, and you'll probably notice that the sniper moved. So.
Okay. Well, I don't want to get too far behind cover, but I'm going to move to this one and just, do a kind of a wild haymaker, trying to clip him in the back of the head with my fist. Just take him down, protect Aziria with that is a 17. So that is 11 points of damage on that guy.
That kills it.
Hmm.
Then real boy.
Well, that just changed the whole landscape of everything.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's totally cool. First, I'm gonna try to cast quickness on myself again. It'll be easy this time.
Okay.
Not that easy. Jiminy cricket and a half.
You saved yourself rough time.
And then I am going to pull back here and duck down behind that planter.
So I'm gonna shift this around so I can see all the tokens I need to see.
I want to be. I only want to move whatever near distance is, but I want to move a little farther than I want to be out of far range from that wolf when he comes around on the sweep.
Okay, so
that is, he can be close to me, but he will not be able to.
So I'm
like
here. I'd say.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And I'll just kind of duck down behind this planter.
Okay, cool.
That's my turn.
And then it is the GM turn. You did kill a wolf at 7. So kind of move over. This is developing, so they're not going to really test it. This guy moves here. Here-ish. We can't get to you. And we're gonna roll. I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna hit it, but we'll see. You might get good luck. So, okay. It does max out at 8. That's why I'm doing it a bit slower now. And then the sniper moves here. Can she see Berg? I believe so.
He's quite large, so totally makes
Yeah.
sense.
So, Berg, you're going to roll a defense roll.
Awesome. That is an 18.
Okay. That succeeds. So essentially, shoot, and you just kind of, and it gets stuck in something. It rams, a bullet rams into your shell, essentially. But you don't take any damage.
Yep.
So that is the turns. We're gonna say this is gonna be a wall,
Perfect. Yeah.
and then it is Azirio's turn. I just wanted to go ahead and do that. You regenerate,
Perfect.
so roll a d8.
Can I roll it at the end? Well, no, it's gonna be the same. Yeah.
It's always at the start of your turn.
Yeah. Wow, man. Okay, 1.
Yep.
Well, I'm up to 7 now, and hello. Oh, there. I am then going to. This is the pencil is the distance I can travel without.
The pencil is how much you can do fully a turn, if it's your entire turn.
And
So-
Dash.
half the pencil for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna do this. I am going to move half the pencil.
Okay.
Sorry. Let's see. I think this should be enough.
Yep.
Yep, I'm gonna get right up here, and I wanna see if I can get these 3 here. Can I do that?
Oh, with Adam Palm?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
So you roll with them.
Yeah, so essentially I'm just going to take a few quick steps again and jump right over the wall as it's being finished building. And as I duck and roll, I'm going to sort of spread around this sort of cloud of nanobots connecting this electricity, trying to get them to be pushed. So that is going to be, plus 2,
Nice.
18.
Yeah.
Ah, yes!
Needed that.
Roll your d12
Yes.
plus 2.
Okay, d12 plus
Zero.
2.
Yep.
Ah, 5. Yeah.
Frog Prince does not go down, but he goes a bit lower.
Yeah.
And that is your turn. So Berg.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to have to move a little bit, and I'm going to toss another grenade probably,
Okay.
Closer to here so I can get this one, and this guy again.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, works for me.
That is a 15. Well, no, never mind. That's a flat 10 because it's a dex. So
Yeah.
I do miss.
It does miss. So we're gonna roll. We're gonna roll a d6 to see if it goes off in a weird place or if it just doesn't go.
Okay.
So, not d6. We're gonna roll a skull die. So skull die is it goes off at somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Blank is it just is a dud.
Okay.
So skull. You want a skull die because that maybe helps.
Definitely. Yeah.
So skull die. So I'm gonna say here
Yeah, that's fine.
or here.
Okay.
It'll be a skull die. Skull die is up here.
Okay.
Generally, I think skull die is better for you.
Right.
Is better for the situation. So
Okay.
Skull dice are d3 or d6?
skull
It's
dice are binary. So they're
50-50.
they're D6s,
Oh, I see.
but they're 3 faces, 1, 3 faces. Yeah. So roll your ultimate.
That
Okay.
is 12.
Yep, that just destroys them. So the wolves are down to 4, which is good for y'all.
Until they come back.
Yep.
We're gonna end up running through all the werewolves in the cloud at this point, at this rate.
Yep. And then
I think it's real
Real
boys'
boy.
turn. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to cast quickness on myself again.
Come
Should be
on.
Easy.
okay, good.
There we go.
Hey, nice!
I will say that does not take your action because it's quickness and it's it's a nat 20.
Thank you very
Nice.
much. That's very kind.
Well, she
And
you
then-
do it in turns, so
And then I would like to use my blip module.
Okay.
Assuming I'm under quickness, I'd like to use my blip module to blip up next to this lady.
Sure. She is on a scaffold.
Right.
So-
Can I hang out on the scaffold next to her?
Let's see. So what is the wording on quickness?
It says move anywhere in the scene and as if it were
cool.
near.
Yeah. I thought it was just like you can move far. No, you can totally do that.
Yeah, and the blip module keeps me from passing in between the space, so I can ignore the obstacles. I just blip right next to her, and I said, "Oh, hey there!" And then I'm going to try to stab her with my carving knife.
Alright, go ahead.
And I'm going to dump my ring into that roll, so that's a mod 17.
Cool. Works for me.
I'm +4 on weapon damage.
Okay.
Nice.
It's 10.
Is a 6.
Yes.
Is 10, but so that lets me destroy a piece of her loot. I'll destroy her sniper rifle.
I mean, she's dead, so.
And then I will kill her. Yes, okay.
Oh man.
Whatever.
Yeah. So
If I don't have to destroy the sniper rifle, if I can kill her with one blow, I'll do that.
Yeah, you can take the rifle.
Yeah, I'll take the rifle if it's left over.
Yeah. So I'll let you because you kill her. I'll just say you kill her and you get the rifle.
What is?
It'll be a blast rifle from the workshop.
Cricket. I already have one of these.
Oh, if you don't, okay. Well, that's what you
No,
got.
that's totally fine. I'm gonna give it to Berg or give it to Azaria, one of the two.
Cool.
That was
Works for me.
great.
No, thank
And
you. That's my
then-
turn. And thank you for the flexibility on the 20.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, and just so you know, D4 roll says I got 3 more rounds of quickness.
Do we see that? Do we see him doing that?
I imagine y'all
What you see is I just I wish upon a star, and suddenly I blink out, and then the next thing you know, I blink right next to the lady and stab her, and she falls.
Yep.
That's it. Never send a man to do a real boy's job.
Real boy had stabbed the helm, the Red Riding Hood droid, killed her.
Yeah.
And then
A blast rifle.
Yep, killed, done. And then, so seeing this, the Frog Prince spends an action and says into like a microphone or not like a walkie-talkie kind of thing, or some sort of communication. Activate. The helm is down. Activate Project Sleeping Briar, and you kind of hear like noise. Stuff goes a bit like. That clearly is an alert because everything goes. The light changes a bit. Something is happening. But that is all you know now. But I'm going to put up a thing. So this will start at 4. And you shall see what it does.
Ooh.
It doesn't matter for a while, but... And then... Just checking. The helm... Okay. I'm just checking stuff. That was one of the Frog Prince's action, and then he's going to attack Azaria. So that's just like punch in this case. Oh,
Ooh, damn. Okay, I'm at full health still, and I've got that timer
One.
for the regeneration.
yep.
So I
So
think...
that's 7 damage.
Oh, yeah. Wow, yeah, that brought me down to 3. I see whatever it is coming, and I just take it right in the middle. It really takes a toll on me.
Yeah. And then the wolves are going to move around. No. Sorry, tap. Okay, there we go. Everybody here. This one is kind of just going to keep on the sweep. This one right here is going to attack Berg. And that's...
Good luck.
So that's a 10, so nothing.
Nope.
And then we're gonna roll for the Skull Die Horde. Okay. And then it is Real Boys go.
Is that pencil near or far?
It is far.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter because I still have quickness running for 2
You
more
do.
rounds. So
I'm gonna tap that down then.
I'm zip over here to where I'm in distance, and it's a blip module, so I can just kind of blip.
Cool.
And that should put me in range of the frog and at least 3 werewolves, if not all 4. I don't know if I can get to where I can get them all.
I would say you can get all of them.
Okay, cool. And Real Boy clears his little wooden throat and bursts into song and tries song of the mountain,
Which does. Let me get my book.
and I have 3 in my ring, so I'll go ahead and dump that in. Song of the mountain: all enemies within fire become enamored with me for D4 rounds unless they have at least 4 hearts.
You do not have 4 hearts. So.
And so with that,
Yep.
he tries to get right in the middle of everybody.
Cool. So we'll sit. I mean, far. So you can get this wolf, this wolf. You can get all of them except this, the one, the pencil's over, and this one.
Yes, the 2 that are far away, but the rest of them have to suffer through when he says, "Make a wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Watch me as I flip your switch, 'cause you're my bitch."
That's definitely not Disney copyright right there.
So you just like have them stunned, or
Oh, D4. Oh no, not stunned. For the next 2 rounds, they're my best buds.
okay.
Oh no. Oh yes,
guys.
actually.
We're all friends here, and we need to stay that way. So what if Mr. Frog cancels his red alert, and the 4 of you go and beat up on those guys who seem to be going against the flow? And I point at the other 2 werewolves.
Okay. So, Berg?
Well, I've seen this doodad routine before from Real Boy, and it really cracks me up every time. So, I'm probably going to just start scooting along, and hopefully they'll leave me be as I kind of just move over to this position, and then I'm just going to take. Well, I'm not taking a recovery action because I'm full health. So I think what I'm going to do is just move. That's all I'm going to do.
Okay. Azuria.
Perfect. I'm just, while all my nanobots are all falling out, while all my shiny mist is falling out, I'm just gonna be like nodding enthusiastically. Yeah. How about we all move along? Listen to my little big pal here, and just I'm gonna get that regeneration, and on top of that, I wanna take a recovery action. So that's 3, and that's gonna be that's horrible. Okay, so that's only the 3.
Yep. So, and then it's these guys' turns. So these 2 are unaffected, but these guys are. They can't move through, so they're going to kind of go here, here, here. I'm just kind of intuiting where they would be. This guy is going to cancel the red alert, but we're going to say he doesn't have like a full authority over it. He's just letting his boss know that what happened. So we're gonna roll a d4.
That's interesting.
And on a 4, he can cancel the red alert. So we'll see how this goes.
All right.
So that is a 4.
No way!
Yeah. So the red alert is canceled for now. And And then
The star seems very, very,
it's the son
real
of the
boys
mountain.
got there.
And then these two have noticed what's going on with them, so they're going to attack these two to try to like knock them out of the problem. And I am going to say that this kind of slows down the timer, so I'm going to roll 2 less once this happens. So, brain, attack on this guy. So 2, so no, and then attack on this guy. Okay, so that wouldn't hit either. So, you got nothing. I'm going to roll only 2 dice for this case because only 2 are hostile to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
But they are going to roll skulls. Okay. And then it is Real Boy's turn again.
I'm just can I just talk in a moment before my turn? Like before Real Voice turn?
What are you doing?
I'm just gonna while they are starting to boo, I'm just gonna just nudge with my elbow to Real Boy. You, Real Boy, we better get moving or ask your friend us to, hug each other or something. Because I don't think it worked on all of them. They're coming!
Yes, I'm going to turn these two away just as a representative.
I agree. We should move on.
Okay.
But
play?
yeah, it's Real Boy.
I will.
Yes, Real Boy.
I will hold my turn until later in the round.
Okay. So that would be right before my turn. So, and then Berg.
I'm just gonna keep going deeper into the
North.
trying to get out of this room.
Okay. So you've done that, and I can't move. I can't like split focus on this. So
no, you're good.
You're out of this scenario now. So I'm gonna put you here for right now.
Excellent.
Okay. We'll describe it on my turn if you're all up there. And then Azuria?
Oh my god, I haven't realized I have a Shampack and I can move twice on my turn.
Yep.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I am just going to look around. I'm going to look at Real Way and everybody's coming. I'm just going to smile, shrug, and then just blip. Not blip, but I'm going to just dash out, just almost like ghost-like after Berg. And then I am going to let me see what I'm gonna use. Yeah, I'm gonna use that last use of regeneration.
Okay.
That's good. I'm back to full health now.
Or at least one of them is going. I don't know which.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get them to reduce clutter.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna move out of the scene, and I should move. I'm gonna move twice to overtake him, and then can I actually use my action to find a spot for us to hide?
We will. So yes, but we'll resolve it once I move off this map.
Okay.
If I do.
Fair enough.
And then, Real Boy.
I would like to move. Can I move to a position still on this map where I'm in far distance away from them so they can't get to me with their move?
Like here?
I have to blip all the way back to the beginning. I can't get far. I can't get a pencil.
Oh, right, because you only have one round. So I'm trying to think. So
the position.
Say the question again.
This position. If I move just a little bit to there, I can't get to a position that's far distance away from every wolf.
I would say yes. So you would be yeah.
Okay, yeah. I just don't want them to be able to get to me on their turn.
Yeah. Well,
these two,
this one is dealing with the guy who is still hostile. So
I think if you exit the scene, you can probably finish whatever you want to do, like outside of the scene.
Yeah, I definitely want to still stay on this map. I'm going to stay there, and as long as I'm there, I'm just going to put a charge in my ring.
Okay, gotcha.
There you go. That's me. Thank you.
Cool. So these guys are gonna. So they still have a turn on. I mean, most of them still have a turn on.
Yeah, but under my influence, I get it.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to think. So this guy's gonna come up, but he can't reach you. This guy's gonna come up and he can't reach you. These two are gonna fight. So one of them hits, dealing enough damage to kill a guy. And I'm just gonna roll for that. And then I think that's the turn. So it'll be Real Boy's turn again.
Okay, cool. Atom Bomb.
Okay.
Come on now.
So that's the okay.
Haha, that's okay.
Okay,
It didn't
no.
go off. Nat 1.
Okay. So you try and it just doesn't happen. The stars are not in alignment with you right now. You've done enough, I guess. They've given you enough wishes. So
I will take my movement to move off.
That blue fairy.
yeah. So you are off the
There
map,
we go.
and we're gonna switch over to the next one. So it'd be this one. So you go up past. You kind of like that's like basically a back exit. So you leave. You follow through a couple corridors, and you get to here. So this is the landing pad. This guy right here is kind of like the boss. He is trying to do some like teleportation spell or something.
The one in yellow is the boss?
So yes, this one right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
And
gotta
then
be Grandma.
So these two, the two red droids, are not like snipers. They have machine guns. And then these two right here, the wolves, are definitely like more. They're like more cyborg. The others were just kind of like bio upgraded. These two are on like power suits. So definitely different in this case. But it is Berg's turn, so I'm not gonna like change initiative or anything.
My last question, when I come through the last door and catch up with them, is there a way for me to close it?
Yes. I'm gonna say yes.
If I can, I'll at least just shut it. I don't know if I can lock it, but I'll definitely shut it.
Okay.
No, I'm good. It is definitely shut. So
Now,
so the pencil is quite small right now. I will let you. So it is a big map. I'm actually gonna resize it a bit because I feel like that's a bit unfair.
oh, you're good. So while you're doing that, just remind Berg the objective of us coming into Grandma's house and raiding this kind of base.
You are essentially you are trying to get. I mean, it was vague because it didn't really have a premise originally. But essentially, you're trying to just take a bunch of criminals into custody. So taking this guy would be the main objective right at this point.
Okay, so this is like a police raid on the bar.
Yes.
Okay, so we just
Yeah, this is a police raid, not a enemy gang raid.
Mhm.
The reports were real wrong about what's going down here. We should have brought the entire team.
Yes.
Okay. So Berg, what do you do?
So Berg is going to crack his mechanical knuckles, and he's just going to call out to the boss. Just be like, "Look, we can make this easy, and you can come in with us, or we can make this difficult." And things are going to get a little scrambled.
He just kind of.
I think
Sorry,
Berg
go.
also still has 5 temporary hit points.
Oh yeah,
You do.
I'll add them real quick. Wait.
Yep. So the you would know this figure as the huntsman. So the huntsman just kind of keeps doing whatever it needs to do to get the teleportation spell to work. So he is just ignoring you. And then, do you have an actual action?
No, I wanted to see like if he would respond to us at all, or like if they were gonna immediately like attack us.
Okay.
Because we are like outnumbered. So
Yeah. So I'd say they're not going to immediately attack you. They're kind of like okay. They're kind of just. I guess he would respond then for context. So he says, "Let us go. We'll, we won't attack y'all. Whatnot. Maybe there's money on the line. I'll actually say he'll pay y'all if needed."
do you have the money on you right now? Can you come over here and show us?
He can't do that. No.
That's gonna make things difficult for you then.
It might be bluffing. Finishing that thing up.
All right, that's it for me. I'm not gonna provoke them right away.
Yeah, Aziria.
Okay. Tell me, if I use Astral Self, can I, wherever it says that while my body's safe, I can function normally. So can I move my Astral Self to them and do something like an Atom Pawn or something?
So my interpretation of that is that, especially with the Nano Genie concept, is it's essentially just you can't heal and you can't pick up items, but you have all your items somehow on you, and spells and stuff work.
Yeah, okay.
But you would still need to use a normal movement rules.
Okay, yeah, that's absolutely fair. But I need to use an action to trigger that. Okay, I'm gonna look at Berg. I'm gonna look at them, and I'm gonna actually. Is there any ledge or any position where we can defend ourselves in where we are right now?
I would say you're kind of like this kind of. These are steps, so I imagine you are a bit like sunken in a bit.
So will it be a bit difficult for the snipers to shoot us in this position? I want to know in order to decide what I'm gonna do.
Gotcha. No, so I would say that they won't shoot you until you come after them.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna use my action to see if this guy is bluffing and about the money and just wanting to complete the spell based on how long the spell is taking to finish.
Okay. So so I'd say I mean this is a big rich crime organization. They probably can just pay you. So I think yeah.
I know this is a teleportation spell, and they wanna do something with this. I just guys. Remember when we talked about last session if we were dirty or not? Are we dirty or are we not? That's all I'm asking. Did we know each other have we known each other for a while? Did we agree previously on that? If we were dirty or not?
We've definitely known each other for a while, but you also know that the real boy has learned his lesson telling lies, and once he got his nose fixed, he's straight and narrow.
He doesn't have a nose to grow.
My yoke is pure.
Okay. Yeah, so not dirty cops.
Well, if you want to be suspect,
one dirty genie is fine by me.
Listen, the genie might be a bit dirty, but he takes care of his own. Okay.
He does.
He does. So I'm going to use part of one of my first movements to put myself here on the ledge a bit, to essentially use it on the back. So essentially, I'm covered from anything. So I'm out of the view.
So you sit down and
Yeah, and then I am going to use Astral Self, and that takes my action, right?
Yep. And you do have to roll for it.
Okay, perfect. How?
So that'll be int. I want to say it's int.
That should be.
Or maybe it's whiz.
It is whiz. It's a
plus
pre-spell.
2. Oh, please be good. Yes.
Hey,
you're good.
18.
4.
What you're gonna see is that he's going to essentially start rushing, separating the the sheeny mist and nanobolts, and as he dashes in, all of the mist starts to essentially separating, and on the ground you hear a clink of essentially what seems to be a ring with a gem on top that's glowing very brightly. So he's visible as normal, and so everything just separates and starts projecting as you see like some saps of energy coming from that at first.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm gonna move the rest of the distance, and with the 2 moves, I'm gonna get here, and I'm just going to look like this slightly enlarged sort of ghost. So what's up? What's going on with this teleportation thing?
Okay.
You guys planning on going anywhere? And yeah, that's my turn.
Uh,
Be able to hurt me.
yeah.
Sort of nudge
Well,
my
so
friends
you
to,
can be hurt. You can be hurt. You just can't heal. At least my understanding.
Oh,
Is
okay.
is my understanding right? Let me just read.
I
check
don't know.
my book.
I thought the astral body was like something separate from my own body. So if it dies, I don't get hurt.
So,
Because
the way
otherwise
I
it won't
interpret
provide
it,
any benefits, right?
you still have to harm his actual self, but his actual
Okay.
self is stuck standing right there.
Yeah.
Well, I was
Otherwise,
reading it
there's.
differently. Okay.
Yeah.
So, cool. And then that's the turns. So, the wolves are going to go down, kind of getting the understanding of that. They're going to go down. The machine gun droids can't do anything to you, and then the huntsman will roll for the spell. And then it is Real Boy's turn.
I cast regen on myself,
Okay.
and
You're good?
that's good to go. And
Cool.
I will. That's I can get far away. I can only take a near movement, so I guess the closest I can do is kind of huddle up where Azaria's physical form is.
Cool. So, Berg?
These wolves are coming very threateningly to us?
Yeah, well, so they're coming down. I think their main objective is to deal with Azuria's body, because there might be some distraction for the huntsman if Azuria can still be around, like be up there. So that's their main objective, is take out the ring that Azuria left.
Got it. Okay. Well then, I'm definitely going to stand in between this guy and Azuria, and I am probably going to try to just push him back.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna roll strength for that, and that's a 9, so no go there.
Nope.
Just be like, back off.
Okay. And then
Walking on eggshells here, buddy.
yep.
I
Azuria?
really wish I could heal you, honestly. It's my turn now, right?
Yep.
Naturally, I'm gonna atom bomb the hell out of them.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead.
Oh, please, because wait, do I still have? Oh no, we're not using the the rules with the die.
No, you do not have mighty deeds in this game. No. So that does hit. So you're good.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to do ultimate.
And that should be also +2.
Yep.
11.
So 11.
Yeah.
So the hood droids do die.
Yeah. Does that deal damage to the spell, whatever?
No, it does not.
Okay, gotcha. I'm just gonna smash down and just create again this cloud of mist, of metallic mist with energy.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna look at this dude and I'm gonna say, "You better stop it if you wanna give us that money to not kill you."
So these two die, and then but you notice that something weird happens with the huntsman, and Berg and Real Boy would notice this. So when the atom palm like energy hits the huntsman, you notice like a shift, and it's in a like. I imagine you would maybe sense this. Energy goes into the the power suited wolves. He takes no damage, and they take damage instead.
Interesting.
Astro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And then that's Zeria's turn, and then my go. So the wolves are going to attack. Check the wolf math. So this one's going to be against Berg. So that is a hit.
Yep.
D6. 2 damage.
I ignore 2 or less.
Cool, you're good. And then the other, I'm going to call them lupines. The other lupine is going to attack Real Boy. So you know. And then the D6 for the thing. 4. So, yep. And then Real Boy.
Am I in? Obviously, I'm in close range. Am I in close range or near range of the lupine? How did he attack me?
It was like a chainsaw kind of thing.
Whew.
Oh,
It
melee.
was like a chainsaw. Yeah, melee.
Okay.
Take that shell, man.
So if I move to there, I can get both of them, the 2 lupines, in far range. Is that correct?
I would say you can do it just by not moving, but yes.
Okay. I'm not going to move far away from my Zil
Yeah.
pal, but I bet I'm going to make sure that I am. I'm going to go ahead and break out into song and cast Song in the Mountain again.
Okay. So no.
Oh boy.
Anybody got a hero?
No, I don't.
No, I'm horrible at rewarding hero coins. I wish I was better.
So I have a scratchy throat. I'm still working on it.
Look, the
That's
chainsaws are things of
reference to the
nightmare
song.
for you, so...
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
We got that. Berg?
Alright, well, so I tried pushing him. I'm going to try another strength attack roll. I don't know if that would be considered easy because it's 2 in a row. Slightly different, so
I
I'm
would
just
give
going to
you
roll...
that. I would give you that.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Yep.
But that is going to be a
Cool.
19.
Hits.
So that is going to do, as a power strike, it's going to be a max effort. So that is 6 plus 5, so 11 points of damage on him.
11. Alright. So you hit him, but you do notice that, he has a similar effect to the shell of like, you punch him and it just kind of goes. Some of it is definitely like spread across the power suit and it doesn't affect him.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 of that was taken away. And then Azeria.
Okay. I think the best call right now is to keep doing what I'm doing. Maybe I can try to. Maybe I could try to convince him to give this up. I can see that he's gonna take a while with this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We definitely need to stop the
so I
timer
can see.
somehow.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to do something double-edged, because I could attack him and have that damage get back to the werewolves. But I'm thinking I wanna try at least this once, just in case it works.
What?
I'm gonna both distract him and try to convince him to stop. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna essentially play on the fact that they're gonna die if they do this. Listen here, man. If you tell them to stand down, we'll just take you in. I'll safely will cut in a deal. You don't have to die. And I'm gonna roll charisma. That should be a total of 12.
So, so that does Stealing the
If we can
turret. So
distract him for long enough.
he is not. He is definitely he's trying to get out of here. So he trusts himself. He is not particularly intimidatable, but you will notice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will say I'm going to bump down the die this turn to a D4. So he'll only do a D4 to the timer instead of a D6.
Okay, I think that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and then
Fine.
yep, that's my turn. And then so we're going to do that D4. So it's 3.
I almost
And
want to
then-
move up to here.
Right on.
Yep.
Yep.
And then the lupines, one of the you did take 2. Right, you did it. Attacking real boy. I mean Berg. So that's how much did I give them? That does not hit. And then this one's going to attack real boy. That does hit because you have a +3. So D6.
That does not hit though. I'm a
Oh,
pussy.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I as a GM I forget about actual defense a lot. So
Okay.
ignore that. So that's fine. And then it is real boy's turn.
I'm a sing again.
Okay,
There we go.
so that
Boom.
does work.
And it says,
So these two.
hey,
Sorry,
hey
go.
guys, since you're look just alike, you're so big and strong. It's like, you know what would be really cool? It would be really cool if maybe you guys could go to the center of the room right here and fight each other and see who wins.
You have a D4 rounds on that. So
I just look at real boy with like admiration. It's just
that's a-
oh no.
That's a 1, and I'm gonna dump my ring into that. So let's make
Okay.
it 5.
cool. So I'm gonna put a 5 here then.
Thank you. With my remaining movement, I'm gonna kind of waft over here.
Cool. Yep. And then Berg.
If I dash, can I get to the hunter? The huntsman?
So I'm
You
very.
get most of the way there.
You can
Most of the
get there. Yeah, you can. I would say, yeah, most of the way there, because that would be your full turn.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna with the lupines distracted. I think I'm gonna like grab the edge of the landing pad and like roll up onto it, and then I'm gonna just start stomping, charging over to the huntsman. I'm gonna try to like just tackle him to get him away from that
Nice.
teleportation circle next turn.
Nice.
Cool. And then Azuria.
Okay, I can try to kill him again, but I see that Berg is coming in to tackle him. So I'm gonna do something that can both help him and actually maybe restrain him. I wanna try to use Create Device in conjunction with Berg's next turn. To try to restrain him, to create the shackles around his body,
Okay.
around his arms and legs.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we'll say that. So we'll roll,
Mhm.
and then we will. Then it'll take effect after Berg's turn.
Okay, I just roll forward to see the speed. When it happens, it should be.
So it happens immediately then.
Yeah.
So how do you want to do it? Is it like
I want at
Yeah.
the same time as Berg, like as Berg is tackling him, so we can combine our efforts to just completely take him down. I'm just gonna throw some like essentially wrap around him like a storm, and create with an animal some like shackles that just completely go metallic, strong, up and down from the body, just as he's throwing himself to tackle him. So he cannot move, and he ideally can complete the spell.
Alright.
We need to bring
So
Saladin in.
we'll do that on Berg's turn, and then it is my go again. So these two are going to move up to here. Delete that. That's their full movement. So, and then 1d6 on the timer. It's 3. And then that's it because yeah. So that is my turn. Real boy.
Real boy runs over or blips over right beside the huntsman or the boss, and he's like, "Please, Mr.
Yeah.
Boss, please, let's talk about this. I'll sing you a song," and I'm gonna sing him a song.
Okay.
But I'm still
Yep.
scratchy throated.
I can just imagine you
And-
saying that just as we do that to him, and that's hilarious.
And then Berg, I'm gonna make anything you do easy because of the potential shackles.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to tackle him and like throw ourselves off the landing pad and just kind of like
Okay.
land on top of him with my metallic mass.
Okay.
I don't expect, damage is great, but if not, I just want to interrupt his ability to get that teleportation off.
Cool. So we'll say roll, and then it'll be easy. So you'll have to roll pretty low to fail. Okay. So that definitely succeeds. Because you have like a +5. So that's that, and then like as he drops, Azaria like shackles him down onto the ground, and he will not be able to do his action on this turn. So that okay, and then Azaria, do you have anything else?
I mean, is there any way we can follow? That's kind of my turn, but is there any way we can follow that up by just completely disabling him so he cannot continue to fight?
I have a
Against the
plan.
restraint?
I have a plan.
Well, he.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So I mean, he's not going to be able to do the spell this turn because he's like unable to move.
Okay, great.
You
I
broke
just look
concentration on the spell, so.
I just look up at Berg and Real Boy, and I can see that Clint again. No, we're on the same page, and they have a plan. So I just nod along and start moving here to potentially, like, they're down the ledge, so the werewolves can't hit them right now. But yeah, I'm gonna stay around here, just in case.
You might want to
because
back
they're
up a
still
little.
where they face. Yeah. I think I'm probably gonna move up to here because I can move quite quickly, but I'm gonna keep tabs on the situation with Berg.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that's Mel's turn. So the wolves are going to attack each other. So this is left wolf's attack. No. Right wolf's attack. Yes. And then d6. The wolf takes the right wolf. The wolves take no damage. And then the wizard's just kind of trapped. But he does. He does. He doesn't. He does nothing. So, real boy, your go.
While Berg has the situation well in hand, I will cast Weakness on myself.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Probably good.
So you have quickness for 4 rounds. So.
And am I allowed to move the same turn?
So I give you that because of the net 20. But yes, I'm dumb.
I'll go blip over to. So this is the physical.
Yeah.
This one.
So that's
this one down here is the physical Azaria.
Yeah,
This one
correct.
right here is the astral Azaria, and harming the astral Azaria doesn't do anything, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just blip to right up close and personal to these guys fighting.
Okay.
Where I want to be outside, or wherever I can be outside of far distance from all of my friends, their actual bodies.
That sounds that looks good.
Okay.
And
That's my
then
turn.
cool. Berg.
What I want to do is I want to activate all 4 of my remaining ion egg grenades.
Okay.
To immediately go off.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay. So it's an attack roll. Can I roll just a flat D20 to see if I get power strike on those?
Sure.
Come on! Dang it. So I'm just going to roll 4 D12s, and they're not going to be max effort.
Cool. Works for me.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 23...
27.
27?
points.
27 points of damage, plus 1, so 28 points of damage on me and the huntsman.
Oh
So,
my god.
You just like destroy yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
Man.
What's your plan?
I'm doing the math. So, 20, it was 28, so 14, 11. One of the wolves dies from the astral connection. The other one survives. And the huntsman just kind of laughs because of it has the astral connection stuff. He can't move yet, but yeah.
It was worth a shot.
Yeah, honestly, it worked out really well.
Did Berg, am I reading this right? Did Berg just utterly obliterate himself?
Yes.
I
He
went-
died?
I went into hibernate.
Oh, okay. Jesus.
Oh, that's right. So you can create a device and still be an object, like a potted plant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if I'm killed, my ghost goes into hibernation until a body is prepared for by your allies. The the ghost is inert but aware, capable only
I know
speech.
that race. Yeah.
But you can inhabit another object or machine, correct?
Just another vessel. So you can. That's a.
I can make one for you.
Or there's a.
Well,
there's an empty.
You could inhabit this blast rifle I have.
Yeah, or the empty Zill on the other side of the landing pad.
Or the metal vice constricting the guy.
Something.
Okay.
But yeah, so like I'm
Good
inert. I'm still inert in
Oh,
in a vessel until I
Ah, gotcha. Until you get an actual body.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Azuria, your go.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna dash back as I see this, and what I'm gonna just trust Will Void and just knock. Hey, deal with that one. And then I don't want to kill him, but if I have to do enough damage to do that, I want to keep on working to completely immobilize him. Like I don't want to be worrying about him breaking out of everything. So I'm gonna use the fact that he's already has the bison to keep working on just completely immobilizing him.
Well, so you're gonna roll create device. So essentially, you're rolling create device again. Gotcha.
Yeah. Can I also just, as part of movement, just move him, move the inert, the Inertberg away, like just like here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, perfect. How small is he?
I am a
I don't
floating.
know. That's the question.
I am a floating skull.
Maybe an
Nice.
egg or something?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. Like maybe I can carry you. No, I cannot carry you with me. Actually, I don't think
he
it's
just
fair to
floats where
move
he
you.
wants to go.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm hibernating
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
So I'm alert. I'm inert but aware. So
That's a 21.
Nice.
Yep. So you like constrain the wizard more. Okay.
Yep.
And then it is my turn. So he's going to try to break out of it. He does not have much strength or anything, so I'm just going to roll flat 12,
So you
like
have to break
12.
through 2 of them. Since
Yeah, so it doesn't work. And he can't do anything with this. So, and the wolf is charmed still. So, real boy.
Real boy just looks over the body of the fallen lupine and then looks up at the survivor and he says, "Wow, that was incredible. I always liked you better and I knew you were stronger than him, so congratulations. That armor must be amazing." It's like, what would be really interesting? Do you think you could, maybe chainsaw yourself for the next 3 rounds and see what happens? I bet you can't even get through that armor.
Okay.
Right.
And
We're gonna
then,
try how that goes.
I'm gonna Atom Palm.
Okay.
Boom.
That works.
Yeah, no worries. Is
For 4 points of damage.
Okay. So he takes 1 because he has the armor. So, and you had a question, Kane?
yeah, I'll ask it on my turn.
Okay. It is your go then.
All right. So when the other Lupine died due to the astral connection, he just
Yep.
like there was no physical damage to him. It was more like his soul just snapped and he's gone.
Yes.
So there's an inert Lupine vessel
Oh.
lying next to Real Boy, correct?
Yes, you are correct.
All right. So
Cool. I'm gonna
I can't
copy another lupine.
I personally can't move over there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna need. I can talk.
Nerd.
I'm gonna. If someone could get me to that body,
Okay.
I can hatch from my egg form into the wonderful body of a butterfly
What?
lupine.
Yep.
That is a beautiful thing.
That's awesome.
Nature, baby.
Lupines and their eggs. I mean,
Then at the tail end of my turn, if I can blip over to where he is.
Sure, go ahead. Go ahead.
so yeah,
Absolutely.
that's it for me. That's all for my turn. So next turn, if we can get to that inert body, I'm going to wolf up.
Into the lupine. Alright, Azaria.
Okay. I can see the connection. I cannot help move him because I cannot pick up loot.
Hey,
I
Astro
can
buddy.
see. Yeah. I'm actually gonna try to deal damage to the wolf here. So I'm gonna move up to him again, like this sort of storm of just sort of like.
That would be a full turn to get up there.
I can move twice.
Oh yes, sorry.
No worries. I also forget. And I'm just going to, I'm gonna actually. Can I control how much damage I deal?
No.
What are you
Okay.
using?
What are
I
you
was
doing?
thinking of doing the damage to the huntsman to pass the resistance, but I don't want to risk killing the huntsman. Yeah.
So we'll say the lupines have been like hit, and the huntsman hasn't taken any damage. This is a one-way connection.
Yeah. No,
So-
but I was thinking of hurting the huntsman to.
Okay, gotcha.
But I
gotcha.
didn't want any overflow damage to get to the huntsman.
Gotcha. So
Okay,
that's attacking the wolf. So that hits.
Yep. Atom palm, and that's gonna be +2, 11.
11. All right. This wolf is also inert.
Ooh.
This one is more, the one on the right is more damaged though.
Yeah, I want
So
the
the one-
clean,
Yep.
clean title. You know, right off the lot.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That's what I want.
Salvage title.
Salvage title. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't want the
you got
salvage
it.
one. I want the clean title.
Yeah.
You got it.
Listen, this one is I dealt quite a bit of damage to it. I can imagine just him getting fried. We don't want the fried bird.
No.
I really wanted to see him chainsaw himself, though.
Yeah, I did.
Anyway, that was Zuria's turn. So the
I'm
GM
gonna
turn.
attack too.
They're gonna drop down and then drop down and then this guy can't move, but he is gonna try to break free. No. Real boy.
I pick up my Scully friend and blip over to whichever the more clean werewolf
Is this
husk
one?
is.
Yep.
Excellent.
This one did
And,
not take any physical damage, so
And I will put a charge in my ring. Boom.
Cool.
Thanks. That's my turn.
yep. Berg.
Okay, I am going to enter the body of the lupine and use it as my my new body.
Cool. I'm just gonna give you the Wolfine, the Lupine stats for right now.
Oh my
That's
God.
perfect. That's perfect.
amazing.
So 2 hearts.
Okay, let me write this down. 2
Yep.
hearts. Okay.
Plus 3 attempts.
Plus 3 to attempts.
Ignore 3 damage at any time hit.
Okay, ignore 3. 3 damage. Okay.
And then chainsaws break loot on 5+ damage.
Is that the same as the ripsaw? Yeah.
Yes, correct. And then if they take damage over the resist, like,
Over 3?
so if they take over 3 damage, they will deal an extra 3 damage on their effort.
So if they get hit 4 or
Like
more,
a mini pit fighter.
yeah, mini pit.
Yeah,
fighter,
it's a
got it.
mini pit fighter.
So they'll add
But it
plus
ha-
3
yeah.
to effort. And I have
Yep.
so no
If they
no
take
bonuses
damage.
to effort. Or basically.
Correct.
All right. Okay. I'm going to go into the body. I'm going to take that as my action. I'm going to
Cool.
get up and stretch and be like, this is much less rigid than my last form. I have
You make
hatched.
it look good, though. You make it look really good.
Okay. But then I'm gonna stomp over and look down at the hunter.
And then Azeria.
Well, what you think, Varg? Can't make a cake without breaking a few eggs. But at the same time, I think we've got ourselves a prize for the precinct. And I'm going to... okay, so I want to completely restrain him so he cannot fight anymore, like just to completely cut things off. So can I sort of use the create device and maybe roll the equivalent to quote-unquote damage to reach his hearts, not to kill him, but to incapacitate him? By
He is. I mean,
Yeah.
he's like straight jacketed at this point because he hasn't
Yeah.
broken anything. You have 2 create devices on him. I'm gonna say he's not gonna put up any more of a fight.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm gonna seal the deal, so he needs to go through 3, and I'm just gonna sort of smile, like a mouth appears, since I'm kind of like have less of a form, and I'm gonna use create device again to make a third one. I'm especially worried about his hands, his legs, and his mouth, so he can cast a new spell. And
Cool.
then I'm going to take away like any important things he has, like any of his tools. I'm gonna inspect him to see if he has any garments. Like, ooh, that's a 20 on the
Nice.
third create device.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So
just completely
he's not breaking out, and then we're gonna roll. I think there was a sci-fi loot table in here. Roll. Basically tap on the D10 2 times really quick.
Okay.
So it'll be a D100. Yep. It'll be a D100. So 72. I want to say there's a sci-fi loot in here.
There is.
I think there is.
There is.
Okay. I'm just.
Page
Pages
390
there.
and 91.
Thank you. 90 and 91. 72. Okay. An EM spool, I assume it's electromagnetic. Yep. Activated in 4 rounds. Electronics within FAR are disabled for 4 rounds.
What's that? Can you send on the?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
On the Discord, sure.
Yeah.
So while you're so it looks like we got him. Should we take him back in for processing?
I know. Kind of feeling good about this. Maybe
I would like to,
Grandma's
like I said, if we could go the hard way through the werewolves, but hopefully we could go the easy way. I'm going to try to cast doorway.
Okay.
16. I open a doorway back to the precinct.
Cool. You succeed. And then that will be the game.
Hey, I'm willing to keep going on the raid, like to get to Grandma.
No, that was the raid.
Grandma's house is
Grandmother's
the
house
name
was
of
like
the
a
bar.
pseudonym.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the name of the club.
Man, there's never an actual grandma.
No. Yeah, that was really fun.
I was, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nicely done.